All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Silverstone. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series heads to Silverstone for race number 7 of an 8-race season. 50-minute race tonight, and a great track. This is the GT configuration of the track, and a lot of fun, man. A lot of room to race here. And the points battle is tight. 2 races to go. Who's got what it takes to finish out the season on top? Who's going to take home the win here tonight at Silverstone? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here, baby, on TurnLeftTV. Well, some GT3 Series action here on a Saturday afternoon for you. It's Silverstone, and it's a High Octane Racing League GT3 Series, and it's live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV and checking us out. Appreciate you being here tonight. And now these guys are in the qualification session. Take a look at the tower there. So this is Silverstone GT configuration, located in the United Kingdom, of course. Just a little under 6 kilometers in length, about 3.5 miles. 50-minute race here. It's race number 7 of 8. And we have a tight points battle coming into the last 2 races. Tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server or a website, please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look. So that's where we have our rFactor 2 servers. 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from, not only here in the United States, but all around the world. Find you a server in your local area. Take a look at the track over. Hey, oh my God, I got Indianapolis up there, man. So much stuff. Boy. You know, that's some good broadcasting right there. Good broadcasting. Where's my crew at? I need a graphics department. Need a graphics department, that's for sure. Oh my heavens. Let's see if we can't fix that. Oh, there we go. Silverstone, Northamptonshire, England. In a little bit under 6 kilometers in length, 18 turns. Certainly a different track than Indianapolis Motor Speedway, isn't it? Thank heavens these guys knew that they were going to be here at Silverstone and not at Indianapolis, huh? So great track. Going to be a fun one. A lot of room to race here, as I mentioned, but a technical track, too. Those classic British road courses. want to thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Already messed up. What'd I get? About a minute into the broadcast, I've already messed up, man. Fire me. But hey, thanks for coming in. Please hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Say peace in the chat session. Endurance Club already been in here in the chat session. Good to see them in here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And then, man, we're getting close, man. What do we need? We need, 385 more of your friends to come out and join us here on TurnLeftTV to get to that miracle 1,000 goal. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can click on the link up in the banner of the channel, make a donation straight through PayPal. Appreciate all those folks who have done so. And then also you can help me out by going down in the description of this race and following those links over to the Fanatec website and helping me out here at TurnLeftTV. I'm an affiliate through Fanatec, so if you'd like to purchase something through them, please give my links a look, and thanks to all those folks who have done so by visiting that website, following that link. About 2.5 minutes left in the qualification session. Well, tonight, those who are here are going to have a little bit of extra load to carry around with them. Nikolai Bezhkov has 28 kilograms of ballast. Roman Ryaptsev, 21 kilograms. Dmitry Bucher, who I don't believe is here tonight, 21. Alexander Zakharov is here. He is got 21 kilograms of ballast. I don't think Arthur is here. Mata and messaged me and said that he was not going to be able to be here. He had some family things he's going on. Dennis Vandeven has 14 kilograms of ballast tonight. And then Lucas Symphony, 7 kilograms of ballast added to his machine. So just about ready to finish up the qualification session. We're taking a look at Des Walter. Duarte getting his final turns of the circuit in here. Let's take a look at the season standings coming into tonight's race. Nikolai Bezhkov just a 2-point lead over Will Dunbar. Stephen Miller, Lucas Symphony tied for the 3rd position. Alexander Zakharov in 5th. Dennis Vandeven 6th. Artur Vieta is 7th. Roman Yaptsev 8th in points. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 9th. And Spencer Romo coming into tonight in the 10th position. Coming up later tonight, the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder will be at Phoenix Raceway for 150 laps. Race number 9 of the season. 2 races to go, and Phoenix could be a big one, man. I love this track. So I say it's a 5-turn track, man. The dog leg is such a significant portion of this track. I almost think it's another turn. But Phoenix Raceway and the Cup cars tonight here in the Saturday Night Thunder. Looks like qualification session has ended. Take a look at the schedule here. Just tonight and next week, Singapore Marina Bay to finish out the season in the GT3 series. And we've got some stuff in store for you in this time slot. So we're still sort of discussing a few things, but I think we've got some very, very interesting racing coming up. And of course, you'll be able to see it here on TurnLeftTV. Take a look at the session results here. The qualification session, Roman Yapsev, 159.541, qualifies in P1. Just behind him, Dennis Vandeven in the Corvette, qualifies in the 2nd position. Nikolai Bezhikov qualifies 3rd in the Mercedes. Stephen Miller in the McLaren starts in the 4th position. Starting in 5th will be Felipe Granado. He's got some fans in here. Starting in 5th for that 203.3. Lucas Simpner starting in the 6th position in the Radical. Zach Casey, good to see him again. He'll be streaming live from his cockpit on Twitch. And 203.609 qualifies in the 7th position. Muhammad Alif Al-Ayuba in the Bentley qualifies in the 8th position. Walter Duarte in the Mercedes qualifies in 9th. And then Alexander Zakharov qualifies in the 10th position. Looks like we may have lost somebody in the fray here. Maybe they're getting ready to rejoin. So in the warm-up session now, and we think a couple guys are coming back in. Looks like maybe making some adjustments coming back in. Got about 7.5 minutes. Will Dunbar will be broadcasting live from his driver's seat here tonight. So good to see Will, and we hear him chatting right now.
Really, that's not right. What track's that? Warm-up is just a chance for people to work out any kinks that they may have had before.
We'll get some advice here from Will.
I treated qual like practice. I could actually play it for practice there. I feel confident that I'll be able to make it to the race without like spinning out. But 100% is upfront and transparency, I will be lapped. But if someone will lap me, that is a guarantee.
So if you'd like to donate to Will's charity, he's going to be racing tonight for the Extra Life Children's Fund, the hospital fund there. So he's taking donations. There's the link if you'd like to make a donation. He would love for you to contribute to his race channel. We'll be checking in with him periodically throughout the race. You can always put that link up in the channel as well, or in the chat session. So there's the link to make a donation if you'd like to make a donation.
TurnLeftTV in the background. Sort of help me understand from an admin perspective if there's any.
Got a special screen, I thought, for that. I thought I did a special screen for that, but got so many screens. Maybe not. I'm an amateur. What do you expect? I've got about 4 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. We'll get this bad boy underway. I'm going to pop up the chat there, and you'll see the link that I posted in the TurnLeftTV channel. Alif Ayuba is joining us in the chat. Michael Brooks as well. Good to see those guys, and good luck to Alif Ayuba tonight. Great Buschwacker Series race last night. We got another one coming up next week. We were at Indy last night. We're going to stay in Indy and race the short track just outside at Claremont, Indiana, just outside of Indianapolis. Lucas Oil Raceway, very fun track, 140 laps there, a little short track action. It's kind of a D-shaped short oval, and that's going to be on November the 12th, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. It's 140 laps from Lucas Oil Raceway. Couple minutes left here in the warm-up session. Well, guys are going to have to make one pit stop, as you see some practice going on there as far as pit stops are concerned. One pit stop mandatory, and you have to change your tires to a different compound. So a 4-tire stop and switch to a different compound. Andy Rossi joining us in the chat session as well. So, you see a lot of guys, I think, it just adds to a little bit of the strategy here. Do you go out on mediums and come back with softs, or do you Do you go with the I don't know, man. Do you go with the softs and then go to the mediums in the second stint? That's basically what these guys got to figure out. You know, we've had, I think, a little bit more strategy in the last few races. Guys are asking me about what the new specs are for the new rig. I don't know, man. I just bought it. I'm just kidding. Well, the new specs are. Let's see what I got. A 11th generation, so KB Lake 11900 processor. 64 gig of RAM. I just got 32 more gig of RAM in the mail, so now I got 64 gig of RAM. And we got a 3090 in it. Asus, or what are we doing? What are we looking at? We are looking at a Gigabyte Aorus Ultra board. Got a 1 terabyte hard drive for the Windows and 2 terabyte hard drive for extra stuff, and we'll have another one coming. I'm pretty sure. All right, boys and girls, enough talking about me. Let's get this baby started here. Let's get this baby started. This is Silverstone, and a great track here. 50-minute race. We'll get the starting order here. So the starting order here at Silverstone. Roman Yapsev starts in P1. Dennis Van de Ven second. Nikolai Bezhikov starts in the third position. Stephen Miller will start fourth. Starting in the fifth position will be Felipe Granado in the Bentley. Lucas Simpner in the Radical starts in sixth. Zachman Casey in the Corvette starts in the seventh position. Mohamed Ayuba starts in the eighth position. In ninth was Valter Duarte. Starting in 10th is Alexander Zakharov in the Bentley. And Will Dunbar in the Radical starts in the 11th position. I haven't started racing the new rig yet here, so we're still dealing with the old rig here, so full disclosure on that one. I was up until about 5 o'clock this morning transferring stuff over, getting things set up. So we'll see, man. We will see. Hopefully I'll be ready to go live with that. When this rig that I'm on right now will be the side-by-side backup rig. So I'm actually going to need another monitor here because I use triples to broadcast and race, of course. And then I'm going to need another monitor for that one. Thomas Goldwolm here, Antti Rossi, Michael Brooks. We got the crew, Sim Racing Mania crew in here, cheering on Dennis Van de Ven. See Van de Ven and Ryabtsev starting side by side here. A couple very fast cars, little Corvette versus McLaren. So we have 11 drivers here, and again, 2 races to go, including tonight. Lights are out on the pace car, so we'll be going in this time by. Good wide track, a lot of room to race here. It's going to see some great side-by-side stuff, I think. Take on board here with Roman Yapsev. In the McLaren, starting in P1. Definitely got to be one of those drivers you talk about here as a favorite to win the race. Vandeven has been really, really close this season. Bezhikov, we know he's got a couple wins and leading in points. So the pace car is in. Here we go. Race number 7. It's Silverstone. Be a dash into the turn here. Here we go. Pretty clean start there. Again, a lot of room to race here as Roman Yapsev out to P1 there, and Dennis Vandeven in the second position. Go through the 15 camera views until we get out the back of the car. Hey, Studio 397, let us delete some of the cameras, man. Turn them off. Problem is, they're different in every car, I believe. Vandeven running in the second position in that Corvette, but he has got Nikolai Bezhikov in the AMG. All over him, Bezhikov running in the third position. See Vandeven in that 84 car. Running in P2. Bezhikov running in the third position. In the AMG, those guys have out to a little bit of a gap there on the rest of the field. So 1, 2, 3 pretty tight together. And then you got the fourth place car, and that is Stephen Miller in the 42 McLaren. But looks like he's got a little bit of man, this is a traffic jam right here. Stephen Miller in at the head of this traffic jam, and you see Lucas Simford just behind in that Radical. He's running in the 5th position. That looks like Simford going to the bottom line. Oh, no, we got a BMW here. Moving forward. That's Zakharov in the 7 car, man. What a move there he made, huh? Alexander Zakharov, and not wasting any time. And this guy, man, he trying to get through the field. He says, I've had enough of this. Let's go. Zakharov in the Bentley. Oh, there's contact right there. Zakharov and Felipe Granado get together. Granado in the Aston Martin, and Zakharov muscling his way through. Wow, that got a little gamey right there. Absolutely got gamey. Zakharov not messing around, man. I'm telling you right now, he is intent on getting this car to the front here. We'll take a look at this. Go back here and look at this sequence here at Alexander Zakharov. Watch this, man. What a move he makes here. Getting by 2 cars. It looks Simford backs out. He's in the meat in the sandwich right there. And Zakharov, he is trying to muscle his way through in this 7 car. There's going to be a little contact right here. A little bit of contact. Robbins racing right here in the GT3 series. Oh, man. He's muscling his way through. Wow. He now is up in the 4th position, clear of the rest of those guys. So he's kind of running away. He had a pretty fast car, and it was obvious. Walter Duarte. Zach Moncasi looks like he's come around. So it looks like that Corvette of Zach Moncasi coming around, getting that car straightened back up. So we'll have to see what happened to the Corvette, their number 29 car. See what happened here. There's 29. It's into the turn a little bit wide and loses the back end of that. Might have been a little bit of warp going on right there. Loses the back end of that. And then no harm, no foul. And he's back at it. So the race leader is Roman Yapsev. At a 1.2 second lead over Dennis Van de Ven. Van de Ven in second, Bezhikov is third, Zakharov up to the fourth position, Stephen Miller is in fifth. Take a look at Will Dunbar here in the the 11th position. At number 88, Radical Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles paint scheme. He's got kids. He's trying to close in on Zach Munkasey, looking out of the front of his machine. See Zach Munkasey just ahead. That is a P10, P11. Mohammed Al-Oruba and Lucas Simpler battling down the front stretch. And it looks like Al-Ayuba gets by. Called him Aruba. That's where I want to be, is Aruba. Ayuba. The 68 car. He's one of our newer drivers here, man. Who's really shown a lot of talent. And he's driving those Bentleys. A lot of guys really like these Bentleys. 68 car now up to the 7th position. Felipe Granado in the Aston Martin. And Stephen Miller here battling side by side. And that Aston Martin has position. So Felipe Granado gets by Stephen Miller. Looking at the back of Felipe Granado's machine at Stephen Miller. Also Muhammad Alif Al-Ayuba back there as well. And that's going to be a battle for position, it looks like. Al-Ayuba really wanting to get around that McLaren. On board here with Muhammad. Again, a good wide track, a lot of room to race here. Not a super technical track, I don't think, man. I mean, it's guys probably differ in opinion, but again, a lot of room to race here. Very forgiving track. Petrikov, I think, has come around here in the AMG. Oh, he cuts that turn just a little bit, and it breaks loose. And he's going to lose a position as Zakharov goes by. Zakharov now in the 3rd position. So Bezhikov cut that turn. And watch this. Now in the front of Zakharov's machine. Bezhikov in the grass. And Zakharov getting by. An uncharacteristic mistake there by Bezhikov. But the guys in the chat session were talking about, they were dogging the AMGs out a little bit. But Bezhikov, I'll tell you what, man, he's leading in points tonight, coming into tonight's race, running an AMG. So maybe speaks to just how good that driver is, but uncharacteristic mistake there for Nikolai Bezhikov, and he is behind the 8 ball a little bit. No harm, no foul, somewhat. He's only lost 1 position. Not bad, 4th position. He's got a little work to do. Remember, we got a long race ahead of us. We got 41, almost 42 minutes left to go in this race. And Roman Yapsev is the leader. Van de Ven in 2nd. We'll check out Dennis Van de Ven in the Corvette running in P2. Zakharov has picked up another position, so getting around Buschwackers, and he spun. Now Zakharov closing in on Dennis Van de Ven. See that battle there, 2-second gap. And that gap, I think, is shrinking here. It was a lot greater than that. So Zakharov weaved his way through traffic and is starting to put that Bentley in a position to gain another spot here. On board here with Alexander Zakharov, you see Dennis Van de Ven just ahead in the Corvette. That gap down to 1.7 seconds between P3 and P4. Excuse me, P2, P3. Take a look at Will Dunbar here in the Radical. Take a look at his effort. Remember, he is streaming live from his cockpit here tonight, and he is we'll do an on-board here with him and watch him at the driver's seat. Take a look at Will Dunbar at the driver's seat, and he is also streaming for charity. So if you'd like to make a donation to Extra Life Children's Hospital Fund, head on over to that website. And I know Will would love to have you help him out and help the kids out. And right now he is got a little work to do. Somebody help this guy out with his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set up and keep this bad boy on the track. He does a great job of adminning for us and doing all the technical stuff, and really one of our longtime HORL members. Glad to see him back at it after all these years. Young guy too, man. So that's Will Dunbar's on-board camera there. So Roman Yapsev, the leader, but we've got a battle here for the second position. Take a look at this. And that battle was 2 seconds, about 1.7 when we last checked it. And now, couldn't put a piece of paper between the two of those guys, man. Dennis Van de Ven, Alexander Zakharov here battling it out. I have a feeling it's just a matter of time here before Zakharov's able to make this move. He has really pushed hard to get up here to the front. He wants this win. And they're side by side now. Looks like Zakharov does get by. There might have been a little bit of contact there. So Alexander Zakharov getting by. And now taking over P2, Dennis Van de Ven now back to the third position. Go back here, look at this pass. Zakharov setting him up there for the turn, and that might have got a little gamey right there. Might have been a little bit of contact, not sure. I don't think anybody was really intentionally trying to hit anybody, but there we go. Good pass for P2. Take a look at here, Mohammed Alif Al-Ayuba and Stephen Miller getting together. These Bentleys, man, they start to get a little aggressive. Call them the tanks, man. They look like a big tank right there. There's a little contact between the McLaren and the Bentley. Ayuba takes over the 6th position. Stephen Miller back to 7th. Stephen Miller not happy, man. He wants to get back around in that McLaren. That Speed Details number 42 car. Gonna have to settle for the 6th, 7th position right now. Van de Ven here trying to get back into... Oh, Van de Ven gets off... Oh, no! Dennis Van de Ven comes off track. Van de Ven comes off track. Oh, my heavens, man. Van de Ven loops that. That kind of a weird spot to have trouble, really. He gets off into the grass there a little bit, but then he comes over the crest of this hill and then gets into the grass. I don't know whether he was setting himself up for that turn, but turned the wheel and he was in the grass, and then he comes around, but fortunately doesn't get into anything. But I think coming up over the crest of the hill and turning the steering wheel to the left. And he has come around. Still holding on to P3. And that does tighten things back up a little bit. We're about 5 seconds there gap there. Buschwackers in the AMG. Remember, he had a little trouble here earlier as well. About 6 seconds, I guess, gap between Buschwackers and Van de Ven. On board here with this AMG. Running in P4, coming into tonight with the points lead. Felipe Granado working his way up. He's now in the top 5 in that Aston Martin. Running in the 89 car here tonight. We talked a little bit about Lucas Simfer. He's starting to close in on Stephen Miller here. On board here with Lucas Simfer in the Radical. He and Will Dunbar teaming up and driving the Radicals. Got a big third place finish last week. Now closing in on this McLaren. Luca right now running in the 8th position. Just ahead of him is Stephen Miller in that number 42 car. And Luca goes wide there into that turn. See Alia Ayuba going by, and there's Stephen Miller and the Radical of Lucas Simfer. Got our drone footage here. Zach Casey's had some more trouble. So Casey in the Corvette, he's come around again. See what's happened to him in his 29 car. And he just comes around, loses the back end, gets into the grass, and that car comes around. So fortunately, again, wide track, a lot of room to move here, a little room to breathe. Very forgiving, even though it's easy to get off the track and get yourself in trouble, but at least keep yourself from getting into the wall. So Casey back out on track here, running in the 10th position, so he does lose a spot as Valtteri Duarte got by, taking over P9. This gap now for the leader, Roman Yatchev, and P2, Alexander Zakharov, now down to 3.5 seconds. Van de Ven running in the 3rd position. Buschwackers is 4th. There's about a 11-second gap there separating the two of those drivers, I believe. Buschwackers, I think he might have had some trouble here. Felipe Granado. Oh, Buschwackers spins, and Felipe Granado trying to miss him. Buschwackers having some more trouble in the AMG. He spun, and oh my heavens, man, Felipe Granado, how in the world did that not get worse than it was? On board here with Granado, and Buschwackers just bad angle into the turn, gets into the grass, and Granado out of the gas here, and then, oh, maybe a little bit of contact there for him. Buschwackers was on for a ride right there. On board here with Buschwackers. He just misses this turn, gets a little bit wide, and this thing coming around on him right here. And then, oh man, slides right there in front of the Aston Martin, and there's a little contact. As Al Ayuba gets by. My heavens, man. Watch this out of Al Ayuba's machine. This thing is sort of unfolding as he comes around the turn. You see those guys. He sees some grass being kicked up right there, and then Bezhikov getting the car back, pointed in the right direction. So Bezhikov now back to the 6th position. Lost a couple spots there. And that car is in trouble, man. He's going to have to come down pit lane and probably take some service here. He's spun around again, and that is just not Nikolai Bezhikov. We know that. So a tough night here for this AMG number 23 car. And he's going to have to come down pit lane. I really think that you know, the track is a little slicker here. You don't have, you see, oh, speaking of slick here, the 29 car, the Corvette, back in the grass here. So he's had some trouble. His tire's starting to get used up here, and it's about time to make a pit stop, I think. Take a look at Felipe Granado. Oh, no, man, Felipe Granado getting together right there with Muhammad Alif Al Ayuba. Those guys got together. Oh my heavens, man. There was contact there. This is going to unfold here. This is on board here with Al Ayuba. Just ahead, Felipe Granado, and this is going to get serious in a hurry. That Bentley wanting to get through here, and these guys are going to get together. 68 car trying to find an opening there. Aston Martin swings it a little bit wide. And a good run here for the Bentley. Looks like we might be losing our feed again. New computer coming. Oh, boy. Back upstream on the way. Take a look at Stephen Miller. We'll have to reboot the other computer. Or the other rFactor 2, I should say. So going to be a little bit of a quality issue here on this this stream here. So we're taking a look at Stephen Miller here in the McLaren. Right now, Stephen Miller running in the 5th position. We'll get back up and running here, I believe. So a lot of action here on the track, and again, we've had that stream, or my other computer, my main computer actually, for now, go down. The computer's still running, but the game crashed, so. And the good news is we got a new computer coming. Or here, it's just got to be put into action. So no error in the event viewer, so very interesting. It may just need to be reinstalled. rFactor 2 may just need to be reinstalled. Take a look at Stephen Miller here. We'll jump up here with our race leader. And Roman Yapsev, and I think pit stops are incoming here, as Thomas Golem is mentioning. Going to see pit stops here fairly soon, I believe. As Ryapsev, the leader, Zakharov is in second, Vandeven third, Al-Ayuba is fourth, Stephen Miller is in fifth. Michael, I don't have the new PC up and running yet, man. I've been transferring files over and getting things going on with that. So that's not ready for prime time yet. It'll be soon, I believe. Got to work out a few things, get the NDI set up. So this is the main PC for now, the one that we have the blue screens of death. That hasn't happened, knock on wood. We've just had some of the game. Seems like the game just decides to crash. So it could be that I had OBS lock up on me yesterday as well, and no event viewer messages on those either. So that's interesting. Take a look at Zakharov, who is now closed in on Ryapsev. Zakharov is absolutely picking him up and putting him down right now. He has moved his way up through traffic. And now looking maybe to take the race lead. Zakharov in second. Ryapsev is the leader. Here we are, just over 24 minutes left to go, and Ryapsev, he has a whole lot of Alexander Zakharov to deal with. And these guys do a lot of racing together, too. I mean, they know each other. On board here with Roman Ryapsev in the McLaren, and that Bentley just behind him starting to put some pressure on him. He has definitely got something to think about now. He had a huge lead, and that thing has been erased. This Bentley, these Bentleys have been fast this season at these tracks that we've chosen for this series. What a battle we have going on right here, huh? Ryapsev coming down pit lane. He says, okay, fine. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of passing me. I'm going to come down pit lane here and take this pit stop. And that's going to put Alexander Zakharov to the front as Roman Ryapsev on pit lane. Vandeven is now, he's in third. I think he's going to end up taking over the second position if he stays out. As the Bentley, the 7 car, Alexander Zakharov, he has muscled his way through the field, and now the race leader. Vandeven now in second. Take a look at Dennis Vandeven in the Corvette, running in P2. Ryapsev on pit lane. Stephen Miller in the fourth position. Simpler is fifth. Al-Ayuba is in sixth. Ryapsev finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track, so he is now off pit lane. And he's rejoined the racing surface, and he is now in the 7th position, but he has got that pit stop under his belt. Hopefully made a few adjustments on that machine, because that thing was not handling quite what he wanted to see at the end of that run. And I tell you, there's somebody who needs to make some adjustments on the car. And that's going to be Bežikov. Bežikov, looks like Bežikov out of the race, actually. Dunbar and Bežikov both have dropped out of the race. Very interesting there. So it looks like Zakharov coming down pit lane, taking his pit stop here. So our race leader, Alexander Zakharov, is on pit lane. And that's going to give the race lead to Dennis Van de Ven in the Corvette. So he's run basically to P2, P3. We're here 20 minutes left to go, and he still needs to make a pit stop. Stephen Miller needs to make a pit stop. I think Simpler needs to come down pit lane. So we got some early pitters here. We got some guys that are maybe playing a little bit of strategy.
So I just had to drop out because I slid down the only road that doesn't have a dead end. I guess I wasn't paying attention or something, and I
So
autocorrect.
So we're here in
and I went down the only road that doesn't have a exit. So I got trapped down this road that doesn't have an exit.
So we're here in we are here. Will Dunbar coming over the chat session there. Said he had some issues, and now we see Dennis Van de Ven coming down pit lane. So Van de Ven on pit lane, Stephen Miller in second, but Lucas Simpler battling him and wants to take the race lead here.
Granado pitch this lap.
So again, some guys making pit stops here. See Stephen Miller coming down pit lane. And Roman Ryabtsev is back to the race lead in the McLaren. Simpler just behind him. And I think Simpler still has to come down pit lane. Gilmar Pachotto joining us in here in the chat session too. Good to see Gilmar in here. Zakharov getting by Simpner. Zakharov now back in the second position. And that may be bad news for, depending on the tire situation, that may be bad news for Roman Ryabtsev, because Zakharov now coming back out in P2, and he is only 2.5 seconds behind Roman Ryabtsev. That could be real bad news. So he ran through the field, weaved his way through the field, and now closing in on Roman Ryabtsev. Doesn't have to do a lot of work now to put himself up there. So he really worked his tail off to put his car in that position to battle Roman Ryabtsev at the end of that run. Sinfer is in third position. Sinfer, I believe, still needs to make a pit stop. Vandeven in fourth. Zachman Casey in the fifth position. Take a look at Lucas Sinfer. Running in the fourth spot. Excuse me, running in the third spot. I know it says IndyCar there, so you just have to bear with me. And I'll have the logo for the GT3 series on that computer because I don't normally need that type of thing. I think we're just about ready to flip back over here, so everybody will be okay with that, I'm sure. I'm sure I'll get some haters. 1.8 second gap now between Ryabtsev and Zakharov. Zakharov here in the Bentley closing in. It's about 2.5 seconds just a few laps ago. Now starting to close back in here. Not a teaser for the next series, I can tell you that. I don't think we're going to be running IndyCars anytime soon. At least not in the sense where we're going to be running IndyCars on ovals, because that is an absolute mess. I mean, it's just I think we had one race that was 14 caution flags, and I don't think people want to see that type of thing again. You know, so we're sort of discussing it. Got a couple things on the docket there for a vote with the admin. See where we're going, and just come up with a kind of a new idea here. Yesterday, I believe, there was a suggestion, and kind of seriously considering a little bit of different series than usual in the Euro time slot. We'll see. Not ready to release what the next series is going to be yet. Something tells me Michael Brooks is one of those kids at Christmas that would try to peek through the wrappers and, maybe peel off the tape a little bit without ripping the paper. Keep asking, what is in that? Shaking the boxes. One of those kids that wants to make you just take the toys back. So Roman Ryabtsev has a about 0.8 of a second lead over Zakharov. So Zakharov's closed in, continuing to close in. And this race is going to get interesting with 13 minutes left to go. And that McLaren trying to hold off Alexander Zakharov. Looks like we're back. Finally back here for now. Keep your fingers crossed. As that lead has now dipped down to 0.2 of a second between the two of those guys. Roman Ryabtsev and Alexander Zakharov here with just over 11 minutes left to go. And this is tight. This battle is tight. And I tell you what, Ryabtsev better be worried because Zakharov looking very, very racy, very aggressive right now. And did not have to weave his way through traffic to get to the McLaren. And he is right there. Out of the back of Roman Ryabtsev's machine at Zakharov. And that battle is tight, man. I'll tell you what, Zakharov wanting to get by that 7 car. He is all about getting by. I think he realizes if he can get by Ryabtsev, he is going to be clear sailing. Aside from any mistakes that he might make, any missed turns or anything like that. So what a great little battle here shaping up. And you can see that Bentley of Alexander Zakharov all over the back of that McLaren. On board here with P2, Alexander Zakharov. I think he smells blood in the water right now. He's got to try to find an opening. Again, a big wide track here, and he might have the opening he needs here. Let's see. Side by side, and he's going to try to do the crossover, but a little bit of muscle there coming off the turn by Roman Ryabtsev in that McLaren. What a heck of a race right here. Again, going wide. He's going to try to do this crossover move. Oh, he's going to muscle his way in. Look at this, side by side through the S. Not able to pull it off. Can he get by here on the inside? Just over 9 minutes left to go. And Zakharov is all over Roman Ryabtsev right now. My heavens, man. Dennis Vanavan has that car up in the 3rd position as Lucas Simpfer made a pit stop. Felipe Granado, I think, gets by Lucas Simpfer here. We'll take a look. I think Simpfer's still on pit lane, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Simpfer's on pit lane, it looks like. Back up here with Vanavan as he continuing to run in P3, kind of out there by himself. A pretty sizable lead over Felipe Granado, who is running in the 4th position. Muhammad Al-Ayuba, he's running in P5. These guys maybe taking a little bit of a breather here. Oh, I was going to say taking a little bit of a breather, but I don't think so. Oh, my heavens, man. There was contact. Contact right there. Oh, my heavens. Definite contact. Zakharov got into the back of... Take a look here. There was no position change, but got into the back of that McLaren. And he wants around here. He has got a faster car. He wants around. Trying those crossover moves. Has not been able to get... Oh, right there. A little bit of a kiss. Just a little kiss. Just to let him know he was there. That gap stretching out there a little bit. So Zakharov now dropping back here as we go back live. Zakharov now dropping back. He is 1.6 seconds back, 1.1 second back. And he may actually maybe damage that car. Might have some front end damage there that's upset the balance of that car. Ryaptsev opening up a gap here. 1.3 now, separating P1, P2. Those guys were battling it out for quite a few laps here. Just over 6 minutes left to go. And a little bit of breathing room here for Roman Ryaptsev. Zakharov might be catching his breath. Setting himself up for another run here. Take a look at Muhammad Al-Ayuba. He's running in the 5th position. Into Bentley, trying to close in on Felipe Granado, who is in P4 in the 89 car. Stephen Miller in the McLaren, running in the 6th position. Lucas Simford just behind him in P7. Zach Munkasey in the Corvette. He's had a little bit of an eventful night here. He's running in the 8th position. He doesn't race here full time for us anymore, so he's got some other leagues I think he participates in, gets a little busy. But right now running in the 8th spot. And Walter Duarte running in P9. Those guys are the only cars in the race. So 10th and 11th, Will Dunbar, Nikolai Bezhikov. Both out of the race. And those are our top 2 points contenders as well. So 4.5 minutes left to go, and Zakharov has kind of reclaimed or regained his composure, and now cut that gap back down to 1 second. Making a final charge here for the McLaren. This could come down to a last lap pass, maybe a final turn pass. On board here with Roman Ryaptsev. Michael Brooks says the Bentley is coming for revenge. And it's down to 0.6 of a second, so that Bentley on the move. Zakharov in the 7 car on the move here. Get out of the front of his machine at P1. A great battle here, 3 minutes left to go. And it is go time, boys. It is go time. Alexander Zakharov in 2nd. Roman Ryaptsev in the 1st position. These guys race a lot of laps together. And here battling for the race win. The only thing is you got to be careful. You don't want to take each other out. You know, you've got a good, at least a 2nd place finish. Unless disaster strikes. Van de Ven running in P3 in that Corvette, so good run here for him. It's had a pretty eventful night there early on, but sort of got things settled down and now has a good third place car here. 4th is Felipe Granado. He's pretty comfortable where he's at right now, and Mohammed Al-Ayuba is running in 5th. But the battle is, with 2 minutes left to go, between P1 and P2. 0.3 of a second separate these guys. This probably will be the last lap here, as we got about 2 minutes per lap. They're running about 2:03s, 2:04s, and I tell you what, Zakharov is pushing it here. He says it's go time, man. Ryabtsev trying to hold him off. Probably doing a little mirror driving here. Looking at the back of his machine. Alexander Zakharov trying to find a way to get around him. He's trying that crossover moves, trying maybe a little bit different strategy on this series of turns here. This is anybody's ball game at this point. A little bit of a gap there for the McLaren. Opening up some breathing room. 0.2 of a second separate the two of them. We know that Zakharov not afraid to lay a little bumper on him. A little bit of a gap right there now. Breathing room for Zakharov. Excuse me, for Ryabtsev. Zakharov trying to close in. Can the McLaren hold on for the victory? What a tight battle here for the win, huh? Here, and there might be one more lap, you think? I don't think so, and I think it is all over here, but the shouting, huh? No, might be, oh, that's it. Roman Ryabtsev holds off a heck of a charge by Alexander Zakharov and gets the win in the McLaren. That was a heck of a run right there. And he's not even going to stay for the screenshot. How are we going to turn on the lights to get a screenshot for that car? So we'll wait for him to get out there and maybe get his drink of champagne, whatever his drink of choice is, lemonade, milk, whatever the case may be. And that was a heck of a battle there. Really, what a great one. We'll see if we can't back here and get a screenshot. Of that McLaren. It's cloudy. What are the chances of it being cloudy in England, Great Britain? So great job to both those drivers. They did a heck of a job there. Zakharov, Ryabtsev. Great battle between the two of them. We'll take a look at the final results. This guy's finishing up the race here, I believe. Not over for them. '68 car. Al-Ayuba finishes in the 5th position. So Stephen Miller spins off the final turn. How about that, man? That opened the door for Muhammad Al-Ayuba. As Stephen Miller has some trouble here on the final turn, right there in that speed detail sponsor machine, and Al-Ayuba capitalizes right there. Felipe Granado was in the right place at the right time. on that one as well. Look at this. Just on board here with Felipe Granado. Stephen Miller comes around. He's figuring he's got it. He's like, okay, I'm fine. But look at this. He sneaks through and gets 2 spots right there. How about that? How about that? Felipe Granado finishing P4. That was an incredible sequence right there. See, right there is a speed detail sponsor machine. Has some trouble. And then Alayuba got trapped. Gains a spot. Got trapped, but ends up scrubbing off some speed. And it's all over for those guys. Heck of a run there. And we'll take a look at the session results. Roman Ryaptsev gets the win. Congratulations to him, Alexander Zakharov. Heck of a fight there between the two of those guys. Really good, clean fight. Dennis Vanavan finishes in third. Felipe Granado inches ahead and gets a 4th place finish. Mohamed Alif Al-Ayuba finishes 5th. Stephen Miller 6th. Lucas Simpner finishes in the 7th position. Zachman Casey finishes 8th. Valder Duarte finishes in the 9th position. Finishing in 10th is Will Dunbar. And finishing in the 11th position is Nikolai Bezrikov. So Ryaptsev getting 2 wins. This car is going to be dark, man. This is 2 wins in a row for that crew. So congratulations to Roman Ryaptsev on getting the win here at Silverstone. Somebody should tell those folks in England to clear those clouds away more often. Well, hey, congratulations to him. He did a great job of really not losing his composure once Alexander Zakharov closed back in and made a race of it. But he had a good race there. Gets the win at Silverstone. Don't forget, next week we have the final race of the season. That's Singapore Marina Bay. Finish out the GT3 Series season. That should be a very, very fun race. I haven't been on that track here, but I've seen it. And guys really seem to like that track. So another one of those city circuits to finish out the season here on November the 13th. Well, a little bit later, we have Phoenix International coming up in the Cup Series. The Saturday Night Thunder at Phoenix. 150 laps at that great track there with the dog leg. So it should be a fun one. Next week, on Friday, the Buschwackers season will be back in action. Or the Buschwackers series will be back in action for race number 2, 140 laps from Lucas Oil Raceway. A little short track located just outside of Indianapolis, Indiana. And that's stream will start at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep your fingers crossed. I might actually have the new computer up and ready to rock and roll by then. I want to say thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here. Please hit that thumbs up button. Peace to everybody out there. Again, hit my thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Share my videos with all your friends. Sorry for the problems we had tonight here, but we've always got a little bit of a backup plan. So, also, right there, man, click on that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Just give it a little love tap there. And there's a bell over there, too, way over that way to click. I'm running out of screen space there. I need a wider camera. Don't forget to hit that donate button if you'd like to make a donation through PayPal. You can make a donation by clicking on that link up in the banner of the channel. And then the description of this race, I've got a link over to Will's charity. So if you want a good quick link there to donate a little bit of money to Will's effort straight to the charity, please do so. Follow that link in the description of the race. And then also got some Fanatec links there as well. We put a link up in the chat session too if you want to scroll back through the chat session and look. We've got a link to the charity as well there. So please give that a look and help Will's charity out. That would be greatly appreciated. And again, thanks to Will for all he does at High Octane Racing League. Really appreciate all his efforts. I know that all the guys do. And we certainly wouldn't be where we are without his help with us. So please help him with his charity. I appreciate that.
A lot of soul.
So you can also check out the videos that I have here. I get tons of videos. I think I have like over 600 videos by now. Some of them are hidden now, but there's a ton of playlists there. You can go back and watch races from various seasons and so forth. So we had a great race in Indianapolis last night. You can check us out there in the Buschwackers series. So next week we'll be back at it. Final race of the season. So don't forget to join us here on TurnLeftTV. Thanks for coming in and watching these races, and also keeping the chat lively, man. Andy Rossi, Michael Brooks, Thomas Goldwolm. Oh, who's that? Cliff Vandeven also? Oh my gosh, Cliff Vandeven. That's some total royalty there coming in. Endurance Club also joining us in the chat session. Good to see them in here. So thanks for keeping the chat session lively. I appreciate that. Always have fun with that, watching you guys over there in the chat session. You can also visit us at highoctaneracing.net if you want to know what guys are running, times are running throughout the week. Also, series information, series updates. Please give us a look at highoctaneracing.net. It's also a good, quick way to join us on Discord, too, if you're not already a member. And again, don't forget this race was brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Perfect for rFactor 2. Very solid servers and self-managed server packages for you to choose from. No matter where you are in the world, we can get you a server in your region and help manage that for you. Well, congratulations to Roman Rapsev in getting the win here at Silverstone. What a great track it is. A great race. Again, very fun race, especially up front. Very interesting battles. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. And you know what that means.